Excuse me. This is the vlog for November 18th, 2018. My sister still has not had her baby yet, and we are currently in Washington, D.C. I mean, technically we're in Virginia right now, but the Washington, D.C. airport is like 2 miles away. This room, I'm just going to do a quick pan around, is not a hotel room. I mean, I think I mentioned before that this is an Airbnb, but it's very much just someone's house. I mean, there's a shelf of books and knickknacks, and the walls have all these funny little pictures and stuff on them. I've never stayed in a place like this, but it's sort of delightful. My sister came by and commented that it was like somebody's grandma's house, and I think it actually is. There are a lot of pictures of some young kids that I assume are grandkids, who I don't know if grandma is still around kicking it or if they are just renting her place as an Airbnb while she's somewhere else. But it's just wonderful. I mean, it's really nice. There's only one bathroom. I'm gonna have to share that with my folks, but I think we'll manage. There's a kitchen, a full kitchen. There's a little sitting room with a television. My parents have a TV in their room. The one thing that's sort of lacking is a personal table that I could use to do this vlog on. So I'm stuck doing this with my computer in my lap. I've done that before. I was doing that while the house was being renovated, and actually while my sister was visiting, come to think of it, that was when I couldn't use the room I normally use to do these videos. But we couldn't have flown in on a better day. The flight itself was sort of, I was on a plane for 5 hours, but we got here early. We arrived a bit earlier than we normally, or than when we were scheduled to. As we left the airport, my sister pointed out on the right was the Potomac River, the Capitol building, the Washington Monument, the Jefferson Memorial, it's just so much history in one eye line, just one skyline, I should say. I'm not going to be visiting the White House. I'm not going to walk down Pennsylvania on purpose, but there's a lot of cool stuff. I do definitely intend to go to the Smithsonian. I have sort of a plan to do a tour, not an actual tour, but a personal tour of some of the monuments in town. I just sort of, I want to take in the city. And I've only ever been to Washington, D.C. one other time. I was only here for 3 or 4 hours when my dad, when the family, when I was like 8 years old, went to visit another family friend who lived in Delaware. And they took us out to Washington, D.C. And I got to go to the Smithsonian. I went to the Aerospace Museum, which was really cool, although my dad thought it was sort of hokey. He was an actual pilot, so he probably knew planes a lot more than I did, but I was fascinated by all the stuff. They had a lot of the space, like the Mercury capsules and one of the Apollo capsules. Really cool stuff, and I'm looking forward to getting back that feeling I had being steeped in history, something that I actually really appreciate. I don't know how much of it's going to make it into my writing, and I don't know exactly how or when I'm going to be able to do a lot of writing while I'm here. But, you know, of all the weeks to take off, this would probably be a good one, but we'll see. Anyway, it's only Technically, it's only about 6 o'clock for me, but I'm very tired from a full day of travel and getting here and sort of figuring everything out. So I'm probably going to go to bed pretty quick here. But until I see you next time, I'm Eric Spornitz, and tomorrow will be better.